Hello everyone. Today we will learn API testing using Postman. So Postman is a popular API client that makes it easy for developer to create, share, test and document APIs. So you can see that this is Postman. So now originally Postman is a Chrome plugin, but now it is available for Mac, and it is also free. You can download and you can use for any size of team. So that Postman is a good choice for API testing for those who don't want to deal with coding in an integrated development environment using the same language as the developers do. So I will talk about the Postman advantages. So the first one is it is easy for REST client and rich interface, which it is easy to use, and it can be used for both manual and exploratory testing. And for API testing, in Postman we don't require any new languages. So it can also run on Mac, Windows, Linux. So in this Postman you can see that here we have two modes. First one is build and another is browser. So with the help of build mode is a primary interface for working with API's request, and this is a browsing mode. So use browsing mode to access entities across your workspace and connect to the Postman dashboard via desktop app. So this is workspace. I will show you how we can create workspace and all in. So let's move into build mode. So you can, in the left side you can see that we have history, where whatever you will done, you will send request, you will get here, and the collection and APIs. You can access a history of request you have made in Postman history on left side of Postman if you are signed in into Postman. So for that you can sign in here. So you can sign in through this one. I have already signed in, so it is showing like that. You can update your profile, and you can see that if you have deleted your request, then you can see in trash. You can do account setting where you can add your profile details and all, and also add the new account here. Or this is in this header you can create, and you can allow you to create your collection, request, environment, and you can create mock server and all. And you can also import your collections here by providing link, or you can open your APIs. So, and there is a runner as well, collection runner. I will show you when we will create that collection, then we can see that collection runner and all. Here you can see that we will create workspace. So Postman workspace will allow you to organize and collaborate on API project with your team. Within each workspace, you can share APIs, collections, environments, and other component of your work in your Postman. So when you so by default, you have a personal workspace, but you can create more workspace for your personal use and to work with your teammates and all. So I will show you how you can create your workspace. So we'll see that. Create new one. So here you can give that name, your name of your workspace. We'll write demo workspace. Either you can create team or personal. I'll choose that personal, and you can also provide the summary. So now you can see that we are in the demo workspace. So because we have working with the workspace for learning, so you can see that this is by default. The Postman have created this one. So in this I have worked with API. So you can see that all collections, request, and all. Let's move into our workspace. So here we will in downside, here you can see that the find and replace, where by clicking on this, here you can find your collections and your request. By typing, you can type your name of collection and click on the find, then you will get all collection or all request, whatever you have, you will search. And in the console, so here you will see that what is when you will run your pet bootcamp. So the Postman bootcamp discover features inside Postman and improve your skills through interactive lessons. So with the help of Postman, you can learn many things here. Every study material is there. You do not need to go to visit any other website. You can see through here. In the show sidebar, here you can see by clicking on this tag button, then you can see that there is no left side. The sidebar is you can hide or you can show your sidebar, and in the middle of your this Postman, where you can see that here you can send the request, and in the response body you can get the response whatever you will send through your method. Here you can see that HTTP methods. We normally use that methods only: get, post, put, and delete. We normally follow these four. So here you will get the response, where you can see that what is the response and all. Now you can see that by clicking on this, you can hide your sidebar or you can display your sidebar. And now let's send your first request. For that, I have one example website where it is available for free, like anyone can do. So in this dummy website, you can see that this page will contain all the REST service. These are fake online REST API for testing and prototyping for sample application which are using REST call to display listing and CRUD features. CRUD, what is the CRUD feature? Create, read, update and delete features. You can use this REST API tutorial, faking a server and sharing code examples. So for that, we'll send the first request, that get request, get all the employee detail. So when we click on that, so here you can see that we are not able to read this. We'll see now. In the first request, we want to get all employee data. So for that, I will paste that URL, and the method which is we need to use, that is get method. So we'll select get. It is already available. So now we will click on send button. Here you can see that you will get the all employee details. The status is success, the employee first name and all details here. You can see that. So this is our response body, where we can see our response. So you can, an API request allows you to retrieve data from data source or to send data. APIs runs on web server and expose endpoints to support the operation client application used to provide their functionality, that to get and post, patch, that is update as well, and the delete methods. Now, so in that Postman, you can make API requests, which we made that, and examine. What is that? Examine. And you can see that response. So now we have created our first request and we need to save it. So for we will save this one. So either you can so now we will create our collection. So what is Postman collection? Are a group of saved requests you can organize into folders. So every request you send in Postman appears in history tab, and on the scale level, reusing requests through the history section is convenient, but when you will work on the large scale, it can be time consuming to find this particular request. So for that, we will create the collection where you can save your request, your all request, and group it, so it will be easy for accessing all the request. So for that, we'll create that collection. So here you can give that name first collection. And here we will save that request, this first request. Here you can give another name like get all employee detail, and save to first collection. So you can see that your request is saved in your first collection. Either you can, there is 2-3 way for creating your request. So for that, you can click on this button, new collection. Here you can give your collection name. And also you can provide your details about your collection so that your team member can understand what is the purpose of this collection. And either you can click create through this one, or you can create through this one, that new. When you click on the new button, here you can create request your collections, your environment. So we have already created our collection, so just need to click on that collection and give that name of collection and description, and click on the create button. So now get single employee data. Okay, we'll give that name of request and save to the first collection. For that we need to give that this URL. So either you can give another ID is, I'll give that ID 4 and click on send button. Now you can see that we just get only one employee data, the employee which their ID is 4. So in get all employee you can see that in the ID 4 Kedrick Kelly, so you can see that the employee is Kedrick Kelly. Now we have seen how we can create collections and requests. For today, that's it. In a coming session, I will show you other things in that. What is that? Authorizations and headers, body, and all that. So that's it. Thank you. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe my channel. Bye bye.